Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Mike Henry announced Williams as Clarendon Central successor. Evergreen Clarendon Central Member of Parliament Mike Henry has confirmed that he wants his protégé councillor Joel Williams to be his successor whenever he demits office in the constituency. However, the 85-year-old MP, who is the oldest sitting Jamaican lawmaker, has steered clear of disclosing any retirement plans. "He is a senior councillor and he has my support 100%, Henry said to Williams. "He is competent and he is my choice." The 10th-term MP, who has maintained his grip on the Labourite stronghold since 1980, lost his first and only election in 1976 to the late People's National Party member O.D. Ramtale. The margin was 884 votes. In 1980, however, Henry rode the momentum of the Edward Seaga landslide amid the ideological clash between socialism and capitalism. He turned the tables on Ramtale, defeating him by 3,475 votes. That political journey continued into the September 2020 general election, with Henry notching 6,745 votes to sweep aside the challenge by PNP newcomer Zuleika Dress, who mustered 3,003 votes. Williams, who has been at the helm of the Denby division for 27 years, polled 1,084 votes, or 78.6% of the total ballots in the November 2016 local government elections. The 59-year-old councillor said he is honoured by Henry's commendation and is ready to take up the battle, citing knowledge of the culture of the constituency. "For any person who is involved in politics, if you don't understand the people you are going to work with, you're going to have a challenge. I understand the culture, and that is the first order of business," Williams said. Describing Henry as a friend, teacher and confidant, Williams said that the party stalwart has long guided his political career. "There is always talk about that leaders don't create their successors, but in this case he is. Mike is an institution by himself, tremendous experience. I have always said he is like a university. His experience in politics is just out of this world and have learned a tremendous lot from him," said Williams. Referring support from stakeholders, Williams is confident that he will assume Henry's mantle and prolong his political tradition. Williams said he is getting full support of the executive and workers of Clarendon Central. His legacy in this constituency is not normal. Mike came here in 1974, and the only election he lost was in 1976. Since then, he has won 10 straight elections. That is no ordinary thing, he said. But amid the case of electoral dominance, Henry has not only escaped criticism about underdevelopment in Clarendon Central, with several communities lacking basic amenities like water works in New Longville and Mundertown, and ramshackled roads in Rostrack. Williams contended, however, that Henry has been relentless in improving public infrastructures in Central Jamaica constituency. "You will never satisfy everyone politically. Buckner is now a community fully developed. People are owning their lands, putting up houses, good roads, water, community center. None of that was here when he came here," said the Denby councillor. Congestion nightmare haunts Mandeville. With the increase in businesses and traffic to the central hub of the island, stakeholders in Mandeville are calling for structural development that will mitigate the current effects on centuries-old infrastructure. Among the issues that plague the town is traffic congestion, which makes the job of maneuvering the space that much harder, according to Sergeant Ferzel Williams, who is in charge of traffic at the Mandeville Police Station. "I see Mandeville as a 17th century town. I have not seen any development for the past 10 years in Mandeville in terms of road development to take in the kind of traffic that passes through the town," Williams said. Though known as the ideal location for retirees because of its rural and suburban offerings, Mandeville, which was developed in the 19th century, is a metaphor for confusion, overcrowding, and disorder during peak hours traffic, the sergeant said. "If you observe, there are little to no sidewalks in Mandeville. With the exception of Caledonia Road, persons have to be walking in the road, which means that people and vehicles have been left to use the same space," Williams noted. He indicated that the issues of inadequate delivery bays for commercial entities and parking spots for customers are ordered issues that create logistic nightmares for police. We understand commercialization runs the town, and we have to use our discretion as police to allow them to park and deliver. There is no organized delivery day, and the police cannot organize delivery days. Parish development and these things rest with the parish council, the senior cop noted. But plans to develop the town, according to the chairman of the Manchester Municipal Corporation MMC and Mayor of Mandeville Donovan Mitchell, have been on the books for years and will take billions of dollars to be realized. We can expand the town, but we have to take some services outside of the town. Some years ago, a team was looking at Hatfield to Kingsland in Spurtree because there is where they have some lands. But this would take billions of dollars and the government would forward planning to develop this town, said Mitchell. The mayor said the next best option to ease traffic congestion, which is being looked at by the MMC and the National Works Agency, is to transform some of the roadways into one-way routes. He said that though developers have in the past got away with disregarding stipulations of the development orders, new buildings must be in full adherence to the protocols, with owners clearly outlining parking provisions, among other features. We have been in dialogue with NEPA, National Environment and Planning Agency, so in order to expand the town for commercial buildings, we have had a rezoning of the town. Some of the roads we are looking at are New Green, Greenvale, Ward Avenue, Manchester Road and Villa Road. If we are to stem migration, we have to create employment and create the space for commercial buildings. As the 2023 proposed completion of the South Coast Highway approaches, traffic to the parish is expected to increase significantly, pushing more business ventures into the town. Following the closure of the Bauxite companies in 2009, President of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce MCOC, Simone Spence Johnson, said there has been noted increase in the number of businesses that have been established to date. We have agro-processors, small manufacturers, retailers, people in the food industry, car marts, financial institutions, construction companies and equipment rental spaces, among others. But a lot of the family-owned businesses, which include Chinese-owned stores, really take center stage, Spence said. Since the pandemic, Spence Johnson revealed that more businesses have made technological advance, bringing about the need for more delivery services. However, while there continues to be underutilization of the technology and innovative methods by other entities, the MCOC president believes that the adoption to changing times is what is necessary for sustainability and crowd control logistics. But while the established business owners are easily regulated, informal business operators such as vendors who ply their wares on the side of the road continue to be a sore topic for the municipal police, who are also tasked with maintaining order. You have the rogue vendors from out of the parish come and set a manicure even on the roadside, and sometimes the metro give them a pass, but them abuse it and lose it. Sometimes if you allow these vendors to have their way, they will go out into the middle of the road. But law and order has to prevail, said a vendor in the Mandeville market. Mitchell said plans are being fine-tuned with the municipal police to maintain order for the Christmas season. Additionally, the cost for the expansion of taxi parks, which are bursting at the seams and adding to the woes, Mitchell noted that too is a part of the plans on the books. For out-eastbound taxis at the Nashville Park, we are looking to expand that and relocate the poorest taxi park, the mayor said. Outside of that, there aren't much lands in the town center that you can expand to create a new taxi park. The taxi police are expecting that privately owned lots in the town will be used as temporary transport centers to reduce traffic in high-traffic weeks to come until there is a permanent fix. Patterson Golden for Jamaica Republic discussion this Wednesday. The heat is intensifying for Jamaica's political leaders to cross a significant bridge ahead of August 2022, when the country celebrates 60 years of political independence from Britain. Following Barbados' ditching of Britain's Queen Elizabeth as it heads of state days ago, various stakeholders have called for Jamaica to go the same route. The temperature is expected to heighten this Wednesday, December 8, when former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson and Bruce Golding and former Minister of Education Ronnie Tweeds sit on the Bridge 99 FM to emphasize why Jamaica should be the next member of the Caribbean community to say goodbye to the Queen. The station's boss, Bobby Clark, said that this discussion is important for Jamaicans at home and abroad, hence the move by the Bridge 99 FM to air this special program, which starts at 12:30 p.m. In the final analysis, it is the people of Jamaica who will decide the country's final decision in a referendum, noted Clark. Last week, former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson wrote to Prime Minister Andrew Holness and opposition leader Mark Golding, urging them to move Jamaica to being a republic. This plea is submitted for your gracious consideration to reflect our oneness and ignite hope for this and succeeding generations, the former Prime Minister told both leaders. Retired senior parliamentarian Pernell Charles Sr. will join Tweets to host this Wednesday's current affairs discussion with Patterson and Golding on the benefits of Jamaica becoming a republic with a ceremonial president. Clampdown on Manchester rehab home. Following the relocation of a rehabilitative home for the mentally ill to an unfinished building in Dunsinane, which earned the ear of neighboring property owners, the Manchester Health Department has clamped down on its operations because of alleged public health breaches. Manchester's Chief Public Health Inspector Charmaine Palmer-Cross said the Health Department had knowledge of the facility, which operated out of 2 other locations in the parish, but was initially unaware of the facility's relocation. The inspection chief described the situation as sensitive, disclosing that the authorities could not throw out the clients on the street, but would exercise its power with discretion. She said the only gravely critical breach would warrant immediate closure, but insists that rehab homes were duty-bound to strictly observe Ministry of Health and Wellness protocols. They will have to have grab bars, and especially with COVID now, the beds will have to be about 6 feet apart. They must have water, and that is very important. They must keep records of the patients. They must have a doctor on call, among other guidelines, said Palmer-Cross. The Chief Public Health Inspector did reveal that the home, which focuses on reformation of the mentally ill, alcoholics and others, did not present with a water issue and had trained mental health workers. One Dunsinane property owner, who spoke with reporters on condition of not being named, said neighbors quickly became concerned about the operations of a health facility. The scheme is not finished, but persons are there building their homes, and people in the area have been observing the home. There are mostly boys there at the facility, but they are locked up inside because there is no proper fencing, the owner revealed. People have been looking, and they are questioning how a nursing home could be operating out of an unfinished building in an area like that. People are worried. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.